Don, you've got an information picket here, or whatever it may be called, but you're handing out.
Yep.
Okay, and you're handing out pamphlets. What's the message you're trying to get out?
Message is to let the public know that the cuts that the Ford government is doing is hurting our classes. You know, we've been trying to negotiate. We're talking with the government, but they don't seem to want to listen to us. We're talking about things like our e-learning courses that are not good for students. They're basing it on a study done out of Alabama, and we know that e-learning doesn't work. The class sizes are atrocious. The numbers are just not conducive to good learning conditions. We're here to inform the public that what we're doing is for the kids. We want to make sure that the kids have the best learning possibilities going.
Well, but some of the e-learning has been canceled. I understand they cut back. I assume then you want it all cut back.
Yeah, they've cut back from 4 to 2, but the problem is we have, in rural Ontario, some kids just don't have dial-up. So how are you supposed to do your e-learning at home? Or they haven't thought about how do you get kids in the schools to be on computers when we don't have enough computers for the kids in the schools. Or the other problems that go along with it. Who looks after them? You can't leave a class of grade 9s to be monitored by themselves. What happens if something happens at the school? Who's responsible for them?
We're approaching perhaps the halfway mark in a school year. How has it been going for the teachers to this point?
It's very busy. You know, you have classes 34, 35, 36 kids. It's tough. And, you know, we're fewer teachers, so we've had a lot of courses cut that kids need. And that's the big problem too. You know, the government wants to reduce the number of teachers that are in the buildings, and it's hard to provide the quality education that the students need in order to graduate.
So where do we go from here? And I know this has to do with the contract talks. What have you heard?
Haven't heard much. I know that OSSTF are negotiating today and tomorrow in Toronto, and we'll see what happens after that.
And what do we call you in this regard? I know you said team captain.
Well, I'm the branch president for Saugeen District Secondary School. So my job is just to help gather people together, pass on information, and be a spokesperson.
About 40 people out here handing out pamphlets. Is that a good turnout of teachers?
Well, that's a good turnout. We've got several days scheduled throughout, you know, to meet the needs of the teachers as, you know, to get information out there. So we could be at different locations around the town, anywhere from today up until next Tuesday.
You don't have anything planned, or could you tell us what?
Well, teachers have signed up by their schedules when they can make it out. So it's all after school. Could be on weekends. We're in Southampton at the town hall, out front of the town hall. We could be at the Plex. We could be at the liquor store. Anywhere where there's people that we want to get our message to.
What are you hearing from the people who are hearing your message today, or have heard it this week as the negotiations unfold?
Well, you look at the polls, 16% of the population believes that what the government is doing is wrong to education. So, you know, they did a study, they know what's happening, and you got to listen to the people.
What was that aside? Students getting any kind of an education in labor relations or civics as this is happening, or you keep it out of the classroom?
This is totally out of the classroom. We don't, when politics are involved with us in negotiations, that doesn't come into the classroom. It's business as usual with the kids.
Okay.
And there's not any kids taking part in this either.
No, we're not involving them in that. This is our fight for them. So if they want information, we'll give it to them, but we're not involving them.